Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the Daily Scan for Thursday, November 20th, 2014. Okay, on tap for announcements yesterday, we had three of them, and they were kind of mixed. I don't understand the petroleum status report, but I know that inventories are up, so that may have something to do with the price of oil dropping. I don't know. I have no idea. But I know when you have a lot on inventory, you have to unload it. Especially if you don't have a place to put it, you're not making any money if it's sitting there doing nothing. So that tends to lower prices. FOMC minutes, I don't know. How do you interpret meeting minutes from the Fed, And for today, we have the good old CPI at 8:30, probably for October, and then jobless claims. Every Thursday, PMI Manufacturing Index flash, Philly Fed survey, existing home sales, and that's it for today. And then there's nothing tomorrow. All right, let's take a look across the ponds, and we're mixed in Asia, and in Europe pretty bearish. Okay, there's some interesting articles here, but one thing that I wanted to look up, since we're at new highs, excuse me, I wanted to see where we were historically on PE ratio. So I found this website. It's called Multiple, or multpl.com. They have a lot of interesting stuff on this website. But I thought, well, since we're at new highs, I wonder what the PE ratio is for the S&P 500. And, well, here it is. We definitely are not at any sort of shocking high or low here. The mean is 15.2, and we're at 19.85, and the median is 14.57. So we're not really too far from either one of these, and look at this from May of 2009. So people that were looking at this chart are going, whoa, this might be a little bit steep here. And these are 10-year chunks, so there's not a lot of detail in here. They have a table if you want to take a look at that. I don't know how many data points are in there. I didn't look at it. It looks like probably, I don't know, every year maybe. So it is creeping up, but it's nothing real exciting, and this goes all the way back to 1870. Wow. That's pretty far back, isn't it? I don't know how meaningful a lot of this data is. I don't know how meaningful this stuff is either. But you can see at the .com bubble here, the housing bubble. The housing bubble is here. And this is the .com bubble. And 1929 is really, there's nothing, nothing telling in that particular chart. They have a bunch of other ones too. You can take a look at earnings and real price and 10-year treasury and all that kind of stuff. So, interesting website. Again, this is at multpl.com. Another site I would like to, if you're interested, tell you about is called Money Morning. I think this is an independent. I don't see any connection to any news or, MSNBC or CNBC or Fox Business. I don't see any connection to any of those here. I haven't checked these people out to see what they're about. But it looks, sort of independent. As reliable as just about any place else you might want to be looking at stuff. And this is really for investing probably not so much for trading, but I always like to keep track about on the sentiment of the overall market. I like to not totally ignore that and just tunnel vision into the momentum trading that we're doing here. So it's always a good thing to take a look at those items. All right, so over here we are looking at a fairly significant gap down at the open here if this continues. ES down overnight about where the low was yesterday, actually, so nothing real shocking there from that perspective. Gold had quite a ride yesterday, and then down overnight and then back up again in the morning here. Oil still pretty low, and the VIX is starting to warm up a little bit and drifting higher. All right, we got oil here. The euro is still at $1.25, and the dollar is still up here above 85. So that's that. Okay, as far as our positions are concerned, really didn't do anything yesterday, so we can really just jump right into the A+ list and maybe get out a little bit early today. We'll really skim through it because there just doesn't seem to be a lot happening right now. So here's Apple, pretty close to our target down here. Might be a 20 delta candidate for today, but I'm not going to be jumping in with a 20 delta right now. With any sort of expiration next week, I would tend to not be real interested in it. Amazon, we got a hook here on Amazon, didn't get to our target, so we're going to have to take a pass on that right now. We did get a hook, but we didn't get a confirmation, and we're on a 20 hull moving average here versus what we had before, which was a 13, which was a little bit too quick to act. So I'm liking this 20 just a tad bit more. Boeing, we were interested in something here, so I'm going to make a separate video on this, but I did do a diagonal on Boeing, a simulated trade. So we're going to be taking a look at how that works out. I actually did 3 of them simulated trades yesterday. One bullish and 2 bearish. Because I hear a lot of talk about bullish diagonals, but I don't hear too much talk about bearish. So we're going to see how those work out and how we roll our long positions, if we roll them. Okay, Alibaba, we do have 2 positions on this. This 50 delta here at 110 was looking like I was a genius yesterday, in the morning anyway, and it came back, and well, it's fishing, I think, right now. So we'll keep an eye on that. This one is right off, total loser, and the bullish play here at 122, I believe that's where it is, yeah, is a write-off, so I'm trying to adjust it by doing this bearish play. We'll see how it works out. Don't know where we are here right now this morning. Looks like it's going to open down. Okay, Baidu. Rolling over here, I think we're into a new downward trend, similar to Alibaba, Chipotle. We did get a hook on it, but we did not get confirmation, so it's back in again on my setup list for today. We'll be keeping an eye on that. That would be for tomorrow's expiration. Costco still keeps climbing higher. you got a situation like this might be a good place where you could do a bullish diagonal, and I will be explaining that. Hopefully I can get that video out today. That would be kind of neat. So we're nowhere near this target, but man, look at this is strength here. Even though the MACD is a little bit below zero here, from a price perspective, there's a lot of strength in this stock right now. The Dow, still trying to figure out if it's going to roll over or not. Can you believe this? We had a doji. When we get a blue candle like that, we actually have a doji. Gold pulled back a tad bit yesterday. I wish it would keep moving up. Google, we're looking for a play up here, a bear call, so we need to let that one simmer a tad bit longer. Put it in a slow cooker. LinkedIn, we're rolling over here, so probably we are going to be looking at a bear call in the future here. We could just put, we could just put a target up there right now and stay focused on that particular kind of a play here. NDX. This is our iron condor, probably pretty close to paying off right now. Another good candidate for a possible diagonal. Netflix. Wow, that's a biggie for yesterday, isn't it? Yeah, that's a big fat candle for being just riding along here and not doing anything, and then bang. So it'll be interesting to see how that is. Simulated iron condor in this too. Priceline. Looks like we might be, I'm not real sure about this right now, this being a 50 delta target here for a bull put. I'm not feeling real good about that. I'll leave it up here for now, and we'll see. Next week is going to be like a mess because of the holiday from a trading perspective. Here we have the Russell, pretty solid rollover here. We're staying away from this. There's no way that I'm going to be doing a bull put on this. There's just no way. Now we're up here, but not yet. Let's just observe it for a little while. And SPX, flat after the high on Tuesday. Not much movement yesterday. Tesla, that was a bit of a surprise, moving down into our target area, so we'll let that one simmer another day or two. It might have to simmer a whole week because of next week. Visa, look at the moving average actually went off the chart. Now it's coming back down again. Boom, flat. It's flat-lined. Okay, so that's it for today. Really only Chipotle is the only thing going on. There's some others that are making some big moves, but they're not giving us openings per our strategy. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.